Welcome to On the Way to School, your 6-minute daily boost for educators and administrators. I'm Christopher S. Dennis, and today, let's elevate our journey together. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to On the Way to School. Here we are. It's Monday, May 19th, and I am tired. Not gonna lie. But I am truly, truly blessed and humbled and honored. Yesterday, I was able to cross the stage, graduate, be hooded as Dr. Dennis by my chair, Dr. Jez, and it was just beautiful, guys. It was really really special, and I normally try to prepare for things and kind of think past them, but this was one of those moments where I was really just blown away, and I'm still sitting in the special place of just feeling gratitude and being proud of myself and just feeling accomplished for what it took. For me, it took 6 years to achieve this milestone, and I'm proud of myself. That's probably all I can say, because I chose to pursue a doctorate for the single purpose of just being able to be good at what I do. I wanted to be better. When I first started this journey, I was living in Harlem, New York, and I just wanted to be better at the work I was doing as an equity practitioner. So to receive a doctorate in education for social justice is just honoring a commitment I made to myself to be a better steward of the work, and I'm extremely pleased with what I've been able to achieve. And if you know me, you know that tooting my own horn is not something that I choose to do. I try to make sure that I share space and give light for everyone else to get their needs met, because I find my gratification is really something that I share with my family, with the creator, and within myself. I can find the things I need internally and feel good about it. So bear with me as I just take a minute. Just take a minute to just feel the feels, because we all should be able to take the time to feel the feelings that come up in every part of the human experience. And I hope that you give yourself permission to feel some of the feelings. I had a chance to also, before I left the stage, hug one of my former mentors, my former boss, Charlotte, who, when I was a dean at Scripps College, she was the VP and dean of students. I was her associate dean, and that was 7 years ago, when I last worked for her. So for her to have her journey take her to University of San Diego to be the vice president of student affairs and dean of students for the graduate school, and for me to be able to see her was awesome as well. It was just a lot of special moments. Before we left the school to go to brunch, my mom was able to kind of put on my robe and my hat. My dad was able to do the same, and my sons were as well. And it just felt good to be able to share and let everybody be a part of that experience. My sister, even, who taught me how to read, was able to be there. And, I feel good about them being able to feel a sense of pride and appreciation. I'm always just enamored by being able to observe and reflect on things. And yesterday was just a special and powerful time for me. As an educator, graduation happens every year, and depending on what school you go to, maybe your school allows you as faculty and staff and as administrators to walk or to attend graduation in your own regalia. And for quite some time, and I don't know if I'm even going to change this, but for quite some time, I would always make sure that the graduation for my students was something that they had for themselves and their family. I wouldn't always, try to interject myself or take up space, except for the students that really said they wanted to see me or look for me. But I try to give that space, because graduation is a very odd time for people. It can be lonely. It can highlight the fact that there is a becoming, a newness that is happening after the actual ceremony in the moment. And, from my own experience in undergrad, I had that lonely feeling. Even though I was loved and there were people around me, I had that lonely graduation feeling. And, I definitely don't have that this time, because I'm prepared for kind of that space after, and I'm able to embrace and leap into it safely. But in undergrad, I didn't have the kind of the covering or the preparation as a first gen student to know that there's a loneliness after this. There's a quiet period. There's a silence. And that can be an asset or a deficit depending on your perspective. So in the coming days and weeks and months, I'm going to be sharing more and more with you about the concept of lonely graduation. It is going to be the title of my first book, and I hope that you will appreciate that work and that journey, because I know that there's so many stories and experiences that need to be shared about what it's like to be right after the moment and the pause and the things that come. So stay tuned for Lonely Graduation, but we're gonna have joy in our spirit and our heart for what was able to happen yesterday. And I'm just honored that you all are along for the ride. So have a wonderful morning. Great to check in and connect with you all. But I'll see you tomorrow on the way to school. Take care, folks. Thanks for joining me on the way to school. Stay inspired, stay motivated, and keep making a difference. I'm Christopher S. Dennis. See you tomorrow.